Hello friends, today what the f is my intro? This week, instead of working on actual work, I've been procrastinating by literally doing everything except work on my outline. Hello dear friends, my name is Katie and I have a dilemma. Yep, it's a dilemma, and I'm struggling with it. I'm struggling with my hair. I'm struggling with everything. It just started absolutely downpouring, which feels nice for the writerly vibe, and I'm very glad I just came in from hanging out with the dogs outside. It didn't get rained on. They've also been outside. I'm currently hanging out with Belle. I'll give you a clip of her because she's just so goddamn cute. Anyway, what's my dilemma? Well, I just can't decide what I want to work on. Essentially, I have project paralysis. If you haven't been following my journey, essentially I started querying my first book, The Wrath King, at the end of July. I sent out my first queries. I'm going to be sending out a couple more rounds of queries. That is going as it's going, and I can't really work on that. It's not drafting wise. I can't really talk about it on a video that I can post anytime soon. I've been working on Project Eclipse, which if you want to know more about it, I made a 36-minute long video about it that I worked very hard on, so I'd really appreciate it if you went and watched it. It's all about my novel. But it's a very large book. It's all encompassing. It kind of swallows you whole. And recently it has spit me back out again. I feel like I can only get like a couple good weeks of work on it before I fall flat on my face and go, what the f am I doing? I had meant to make September my outlining month for it to try to get a handle on the beast. On top of that, I've been in a massive reading slump. I only read one book all of August. So I took to Instagram to ask Instagram which book I should read next, and I gave them 4 choices. They chose The Diviners by Libba Bray. It was the overwhelming winner. People really wanted me to read this, apparently. It sounded the best to them. So I started reading it, and you know what vibes I got? Not the Eclipse Project. Not the Eclipse Project vibes. Oh no. It is set in the 1920s, and it gave me all of the vibes necessary for my Nano 2020 project, the vampire book that I wrote in October and November of 2020. I did 100,000 words in 60 days.
Yeah, I know, I'm crazy.
It's also Be Gay, Solve Crime. I literally talked about it nonstop last fall, so any of my fall videos, you can see it. I also did a work in progress tag for it, which you can see for NaNoWriMo. And essentially, I just kind of fell back into it. I kind of fell back into that book and that project, and part of me feels betrayed because I was meant to be working on the Eclipse project so I could start drafting it in October/November, but doesn't appear that that will be happening unless things change yet again. Which in my life, it feels like they change every 5 seconds, so I'm sure you're getting tired of the whiplash. I know I am. What have I been doing? Basically, Wallace texted me on Sunday and was like, "Hey girl, how are you?" And I said,
Suffering.
And she, being the good, wonderful Judy that she is, asked me what the hell was going on, and I told her, the vampire book, it might be time to work on it again. Because if you've listened to me talk about the vampire book before, you know that I wasn't ready to handle it, and now I read The Diviners, and my brain's like, yeah, but like this book could be, you know, a thing. Plus you've already written it, so on top of all of this, and me complaining about my problems with the vampire book, and being like, I don't know what to do with it, it feels like a mess, it's disjointed, I don't actually know what's going on with it. Despite the fact that I literally haven't looked at it in almost a year, it still feels too close. I feel like I don't know what I'm doing with it. I don't know if it's any good. I had an idea for the second book because this is meant to be a series. This was meant to be my self-indulgent vampire novel that I just do for fun, and now I'm like, ooh, could I just write the second book and the third book and the fourth book and the fifth book and so many books? I literally just want to write the vampire book. That's all I want to write right now. What does that say about the Eclipse project? I don't know. I'll probably have to formulate my thoughts on that at a later date because I'm already too chaotic in this. I've had way too much coffee today. Anyway, Wallace basically was like, well, here's what we'll do. You'll send me the outline for the vampire book. I'll look over it and we can talk about it and see what's going on. And I was like, you know what? Thank you for being a magnificent friend who constantly wants to talk through shit with me. Because I think I would implode if I did not have writing friends. Moral of this story, get yourself some good writing friends. Anyway, vampire book. I don't know what to do with it. And herein lies the issue. I want to work on the vampire book. I think it'd be good for me to work on the vampire book. Maybe I can write the second vampire book in NaNoWriMo like I did last time. I already feel Like, I've talked so much about the Eclipse project, and I feel like I should be working on the Eclipse project because I'm really passionate about it, and so many people have expressed joy from the Eclipse project, and I still genuinely do get a lot of joy from the Eclipse project, and I really want to work on it, and I want to get it done, and I want that book to bloom in the way that The Wrath King did, and I'm worried that it won't. And I keep taking breaks from it, and I keep keep coming back to it, feeling like I want to work on it, and then something else just pops in the way. And I know this happens to so many writers. It's just, this has never happened to me before. I've tried to work on a project multiple times. Multiple times. Just keep getting distracted by other projects, and yes, these other projects are farther along than the Eclipse project, but I really wanted to draft something new. I don't know. I don't want to say I put the Eclipse project on the back burner because I definitely haven't, but I am going to be trying to work on multiple projects, which is difficult for me because I don't really know how to work on multiple projects. Do you feel the frustration here? So, to tell you the truth, I've been procrastinating for the last 3 days doing shit that I don't need to do. For example, redid my shelves. You'll see that hopefully in a future video. I rearranged my desk. I cleaned my desk. I have been cleaning. I have been reading the Diviners. I finished the Diviners the other day. It was pretty good. Which is why I'm in this mess. Thanks, Instagram. Just kidding. It was fine. It was gonna happen anyway. Basically doing everything except work on anything. That's the update. Don't really know what's happening. I feel like I make one of these videos every couple of months, and it's just chaos. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on. I can't tell you what's happening because I myself don't know. Happy September. Today is Pit Mad. Woo! I'm participating in Pit Mad. By the time this goes up, Pit Mad has already started. And if you are also participating in Pit Mad, good luck. I wish you the best and all of the Twitter luck. May the odds be ever in your favor. And yeah. That's going to be all from me today. Hope you enjoyed this chaotic mess. If you want to see more of my rambling face, you can subscribe. I post content about writing and general chaotic frustrations that are happening in my life. If not, I'll see you in the ether. Have a good day. I'll see you next week. Bye!